Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm reviewing LEGO Marvel set number 76199 Carnage. This set has 546 pieces, it's for ages 18 plus, and it retails for $60 in the US. This was released in mid-April 2021, and it is part of the helmet collection, although it's not really a helmet since Carnage is an organic creature. Honestly, I was very surprised to see Carnage get a set at the same time as Venom, and both of them before Spider-Man. As the second and third, helmet collection sets, I was really surprised because I would pick Spider-Man over these, I would pick Black Panther over these, I would pick Captain Marvel over these, I'd even take War Machine and Rescue before I asked for Carnage. I think it's really strange to represent an organic creature as just like a disembodied head, and so I don't really love that aspect of it. But I do think that the designer has done a pretty good job of capturing these symbiotes in LEGO. The base is just like every other helmet set. We've got the little plaque here printed with LEGO Marvel that's kind of washed out because of the black. So it would have been nice if the printing was a little bit more opaque, but all of these stands are built in pretty much the exact same way. And these sets are built right onto the stands, but in most cases, you can kind of just pull the stands out from underneath. I wouldn't recommend doing it here though, because as you can see, there is like a little triangular flap underneath, and that helps to kind of just close up Carnage's mouth. We'll work our way around to the front since that's what's got the most going on. As you can see, the sides are really flat. That's kind of awkward to me, just because every other helmet set is so bulbous, and this thing is pretty round except on the sides. You can really see just how smooth and flat that is. These are all stickers. I think that that's really annoying and stupid in sets this expensive. These should all be prints. This had such a big sticker sheet, and this is a $60 set. You guys know all these helmet sets are overpriced, and I really think that all of those little details should have been printed. I do like the way the sides of the head were built up though, because you build in a couple different directions, and actually I'll just start peeling stuff off as I like to do. But you can start to see some of how it's built right underneath. And you've also got kind of an interesting interior, because these things are very hollow. Carnage and Venom are a lot more hollow than a lot of the other helmets. I also really like all of the jagged and angled edges over here. I think they look really good. However, something I don't love is just this corner. I feel like just it's weird to have this curve and then such jagged parts. And I don't think the black looks really good around that bend. Now, the back of Carnage is very, very plain. There's really nothing going on here. There's just a couple of large pieces used to finish off the shaping. And here is where I will pull it off so that you guys can see how hollow these things are inside. They are completely empty. You could use this as a minifigure storage area, honestly, because there's just so much room in here. And that's part of what makes this feel a lot cheaper than other helmets. You don't feel like you're getting your money's worth. You never feel like you're getting your money's worth with the helmets, but here especially, having the entire thing being so hollow, I can fit almost a complete fist in here. It's not a good feeling when you're building. The top of the head is also pretty plain, but I do like kind of this stepped pyramid almost look, how Carnage's head eases down into the flatness. I think it looks pretty decent, and I always love seeing those corner tiles. But now we're pretty much done with everything except for the face, which is where all of the interesting things in this set are happening. I love the designs up here. I think that they look so good, especially on these wedge pieces, but I hate that they're all stickers. It is infuriating to have to put all those stickers on. And so again, everything should be printed considering the insane price that this set retails at. The other thing I hate about this set, besides the price, are the eyes, because the eyes are asymmetrical, which the designer made sure to point out, but I don't think they look good. I hate that you can see a stud here. It almost looks like a pupil to me, and it just freaks me out. I just don't like it, and not in a good way, not in the way that I want Carnage to freak me out. So I would have preferred something that's actually asymmetrical rather than just being barely asymmetrical, because seeing that stud irritates me. And the other thing that irritates me is that it's the exact same design as Venom. There should be differences in the eyes between Venom and Carnage, and I don't like that they both use this technique. The other thing, which I'm actually just noticing for the first time, is that there's crazy gapping right here. I don't usually look at this thing from head on because it's usually higher up on a shelf, but you can see through that gap, and you can start to see the yellow bricks underneath. I think that that's terrible. It doesn't look good at all, and if you just put a couple of tiles underneath this part, that would be covered up. So I really don't like I don't like how you can see those gaps. They're really unsightly. It's all about the mouth on these guys, though, and I think that Carnage's mouth looks really great. The black teeth, I like it. I do think it's kind of hard to see them at some points because, like, the gums are black and, like, you know, Carnage's color scheme is red and black. But I prefer this over, like, the tan teeth on Venom. I mean, Venom can't have black teeth, but you know what I mean. I don't think I would have liked Carnage with tan teeth quite as much. And honestly, the inside of his mouth is so pink that I think it does an okay job of, like, showing up against that pink. And inside, you can see, like I said, a lot of pink. And then also on that black flap that we were looking at earlier, there's actually a printed little tongue so that you continue to see the pink on the inside. The other thing that I dislike about the set, though, is I don't like the underbite. I think it looks way too pronounced. I mean, obviously, Venom and Carnage have this kind of look to a certain degree, but that is just a crazy underbite. So I would have preferred if the designer had just, like, angled this down a little bit more so it didn't look quite as extreme, because right now, like, there's no way on earth that, like, this guy's mouth would be able to close. So I really don't like that. I think if it was angled, like, further down to the point where, like, the jaw was, like, down there, it would look creepier, and I think it would also look better. I also think that the black is a little bit excessive down here on the jaws. Like, that's just a lot of black compared to, you know, like, the red all around it. So I would have liked a little bit more red highlights along that. Here are the extra pieces. Here's the box for this set, exactly the same as all the other Helmet Collection ones. Interestingly, the name is in the same font as the Venom movie, and you'll notice that the little logo at the top says assembled from the Spider-Man universe. That is why I think that they made Carnage this year, and at the same time as Venom, because Carnage will be in Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So I think that they kind of wanted to capitalize on that without making a direct tie-in to the movie. But honestly, these images on the back of the box showing off the character in the comics, it just highlights how much of a miss, like, parts of the face are to me, because his eyes are so much bigger than in this set, and that really irritates me, that, like, the eyes are so tiny and that they have such a bad design. Here's the instruction manual for this set. On the inside, we just have one page of information about Carnage, and then at the back, we don't have any ads for any other sets, not even Venom or, like, the Iron Man helmet from last year. So I actually like this set a lot. I know it might not seem like it from all the complaints that I've been pointing out, but I really love these helmets. I think that they are great display pieces, even if they're weird, but this set just, like, misses the mark for me on some counts. So first of all, I think Carnage is just a weird character choice. Like I said, there are so many other characters I would have rather seen get this treatment before him. I also think that all of the designs, while the design work is great and those stickers look amazing once placed, they shouldn't be stickered. This is a $60 set with 546 pieces, which is ridiculous. Like, piece count, like the size of the finished thing in front of me, whatever metric you want to use to value your Lego, this is not worth $60. None of these helmets are. I mean, that's unfair. Some of the helmets are, but most of them aren't, and the superhero ones are, like, the worst value for money by far. I would not buy this for $60. I mean, I did, but if I were you, I wouldn't recommend it. I would really want these to be at $50 max, because even, yeah, actually no, $50 would be the perfect price. 40 seems like a little bit too little, but $50 is the price that these should be. For $60, everything should be printed, not just that plaque. So I'm disappointed in this set for that reason, and I really hope that LEGO, like, refocuses what they're doing with the helmets in 2022, because I am not loving the absolutely ridiculous prices on these. But that's it for today, so don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I will see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.